Every day, thousands of tourists come here. But while some are delighted, others are convinced they wasted their money. So is it worth going to this hotel? Let's find out. Welcome to Cullinan Belek. Cullinan Belek is a Turkish hotel that impresses with its luxury and scale at first sight. Every corner is thoughtfully designed, from elegant interiors to spacious terraces with breathtaking views. The beach area impresses with its cleanliness, comfortable sunbeds, and crystal-clear sea. Gourmets will appreciate the variety of restaurants serving dishes from around the world, while evening shows create a festive atmosphere. Cullinan Belek offers not just a holiday but unforgettable emotions you will want to return to again and again. The hotel rating is 4.8 on Google, 9.3 on Booking.com, and 4.8 on TripAdvisor. However, even such a popular hotel has its drawbacks, which can significantly influence your choice. Let's take a closer look at all the pros and cons of the hotel so that you can make the right decision. But before we begin, I want to ask you to subscribe to our channel and support this video with likes and comments. Thank you. The beach area at Cullinan Belek turned out to be simply magnificent, spacious, well-kept, and thought out in detail. Not once during my stay did I have trouble finding a sunbed, even when I arrived in the middle of the day. There were always plenty of free spots, and in all areas of the hotel. The beach itself is clean, tidy, and very comfortable for relaxation. The seawater was clear and warm, and swimming was always a pleasure. I especially liked that it was easy to find a secluded spot on the beach to enjoy the sound of the waves in peace. The atmosphere here is relaxing and calming, so we happily spent several hours each day at the beach. The sand was clean, and the paths were neatly swept. Sometimes the sea was a little restless, but that light breeze only added freshness. Even at those moments, we had fun playing in the waves and swimming. The beach became a true place of power for me during this vacation. I can definitely say that Cullinan Belek made sure that the seaside holiday was flawless. Friends, if you have already stayed at Cullinan Belek, write in the comments what you liked and what you didn't. I'd be glad to discuss. And now let's take a look at the hotel grounds. The territory of Cullinan Belek is truly impressive in size and upkeep. Modern architecture blends harmoniously with lush greenery, creating an atmosphere of comfort and luxury. Everything around is impeccably clean. You can see that every corner is carefully maintained. The hotel is perfectly located right on the seafront, and the views are simply mesmerizing. I especially like the large heated pool in the water park, a real joy for vacationers, while the indoor pool and spa add comfort on cooler days. However, it was unpleasant that the adults-only area admits children, which sometimes ruin the sense of tranquility. The spa area was occasionally crowded with noisy children running into the sauna and steam room and jumping into the cold pool. The hotel, though looking modern, is actually not new. It is an old building that has been completely renovated. Nevertheless, the result is impressive, and the service is truly at a 5-star level. The gym is outstanding, with excellent equipment and spacious rooms. The atmosphere on the territory is relaxing, and the well-thought-out zoning allows you to find quiet corners to rest. For me, Cullinan Belek became an example of how an old hotel can be transformed into a modern and stylish resort. And now, let's talk about dining at the hotel. Dining at Cullinan Belek became a true celebration for me. The food is so plentiful and diverse that I didn't even manage to try everything during my stay. The quality of the dishes is top-notch. Everything is fresh, beautifully presented, and incredibly delicious. The main buffet amazes with its variety. A separate stand with Indian dishes, meat and fish stations, a huge selection of cheeses and cold cuts, as well as an incredible number of fruits and desserts. The fruit bar, cafe with ice cream and waffles, as well as freshly baked pastries and chocolate made daily, became my favorite treats. The food here is fantastic. I haven't seen anything like it in other Antalya hotels. Drinks and food easily deserve a solid 5 stars. The a la carte restaurants are simply exceptional. I especially enjoyed the Greek, Italian, Japanese nori, and Turkish hasir restaurants. Every meal was a true pleasure, and from breakfast to dinner I enjoyed every dish. The atmosphere in the restaurants was pleasant and the service impeccable. The food became the real highlight of my holiday. Here I realized that Cullinan Belek can impress not only with its service, but also with its culinary art. And now, let's head to the room to relax a bit. The rooms at Cullinan Belek are generally good and spacious, with well-kept furnishings. The minibar was fully restocked daily, which was a nice touch. Cleaning was done at a high level. Everything was thoroughly cleaned every day, and fresh towels were delivered in the evening. However, I must honestly say that the rooms still show the hotel's age. The floors and doors remained old, and the walls also kept their former look. This slightly contrasted with the modern style of the rest of the hotel. Overall, the stay was comfortable, but room renovations would definitely be beneficial. And now, let's talk about the people who work at the hotel and the service. The staff at Cullinan Belek left a very positive impression on me. All employees were incredibly friendly, welcoming, and always ready to help. Service in the rooms and throughout the hotel was at a very high level. The personal assistants worked flawlessly, always in touch, quickly responding to requests and solving any issues online. It was clear that the entire hotel staff worked hard to make the guests stay as comfortable as possible. In restaurants, by the pools, and on the beach, the service was always attentive and unobtrusive. Thanks to the staff, the atmosphere was truly warm and hospitable. The excellent level of service could be felt in every detail, from the smile at reception to the small touches in housekeeping. The only disappointment was the fitness center staff. Unfortunately, they seemed indifferent and even a bit arrogant, offering no help to guests. But besides the great service, I also wanted some activities to bring home bright memories from the trip. Entertainment at Cullinan Belek left me with mixed impressions. I really liked the karaoke. It was fun and cozy with a great atmosphere. The evening program was generally high level, stylish parties in the nightclubs, live music, and quality shows for both children and adults. However, the shows, though good, sometimes felt a bit repetitive. I was slightly disappointed that there wasn't a nightly show every day, as often it was just disco music at the beach club instead. For the money we paid, I expected a more varied evening program. Nevertheless, the entertainment was beautiful and high quality, so we didn't get bored. If you're traveling with children or teenagers, it's important to know whether the hotel has activities for younger guests. So let's talk about the kids area. The kids area at Cullinan Belek is simply amazing and probably one of the best I've seen. Our children were absolutely thrilled with the kids club, the water park, and the daily activities. The animation team kept the fun going all day, while the club staff showed so much care, love, and patience that the child felt at home. The playroom for kids was wonderful, spacious, bright, and very cozy. The kids club even has its own buffet, so the child could always eat well. Our daughter looked forward to every new day at the club and didn't want to leave. However, I would have liked to see more varied entertainment and interesting activities during the day, as the program sometimes felt repetitive. Still, the overall atmosphere was incredibly friendly and joyful. We were very happy with how the children spent their time and how many positive emotions they had. I definitely recommend this hotel for families with small children and teenagers. Overall, my stay at Cullinan Belek left me with very warm impressions. Here you will find everything for a comfortable and fulfilling holiday. A magnificent beach, spacious well-kept territory, fantastic dining, and a high level of service. Yes, the rooms show the hotel's age, and the evening entertainment program could be more diverse, but this did not spoil the overall impression. I especially want to highlight the work of the staff. Attentive, responsive, and always ready to help, they created an atmosphere of comfort and care. The kids area deserves special praise. It's a true paradise for young guests, where they feel happy and entertained all day long. The beach area and pools provide excellent conditions for both active and relaxing holidays. Dining at the hotel, in my opinion, is among the best in the region, varied and delicious. Despite some nuances, I consider Cullinan Belek an excellent choice for families, couples, and anyone who values high-level service and comfort. This is a place you want to return to once again enjoy the atmosphere of luxurious relaxation. Friends, the final choice is always up to you, and only you can decide whether it's worth flying here for your holiday or not. And while you're thinking, I recommend watching these other videos about Turkish hotels. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our new reviews. And with that, I say goodbye. See you soon at another hotel.